Okay, so perhaps you could just share a little bit about where you were at before you started the program. What was your situation before you joined?
Oh my God. It was horrible. That's all I can say. Um, no, I was considerably overweight. But actually I was just not feeling right. So hormonally, I was all over the place. Moods, um, monthly cycle was irregular. Um, Going through lactulose, like it was a soft drink. So yeah, just not in a good place at all. I don't think I'd ever felt as unhealthy as I did um, before I obviously found you and the program.
Okay, and so what was it that made you kind of take the plunge and join this particular program?
Um, because I felt like I was doing everything right um, in trying to lose weight. So I was I was not eating carbs. I was having lots of veg. I was cutting out all not all fatty foods, but grilling and all the rest of it. And the weight wasn't coming off, and I still wasn't feeling right in myself. So um, I knew it needed to be something different. It didn't need to be. It couldn't be a Weight Watchers. It couldn't be a Slimming World. It couldn't be one of those. It felt like I had to get my insides right
Mhm.
and see the effects of it. And it was some of the posts on your Facebook page around hormones, and you really kind of sang to me in terms of what I was feeling, which is what really prompted me to kind of to sign up and do this.
Mhm. Okay, and what was your experience of the program? How did you find it? How did it go?
I've loved it. I am quite OCD is not the right word, but I'm a real stickler for following the rules. I always have been, and I do it in every aspect of my life. Um, and so, what I really liked about the program was the accountability side of it. So there was all the support in terms of the office hours and the reading guides and all of that. But I just quite liked the strictness of it. Really, I liked being told what I could and couldn't eat. And it didn't bother me either because the foods on the list are all stuff that I really loved. So I actually felt it felt really easy. Um, and I suppose, given the time that we're in at the moment with COVID, I felt like I had some control, and that's what's really kept me going over the last few months. Because I think being stuck at home, working and living in the same place, it's just not um, obviously it's not been easy on anybody.
No.
And having the program and having something to really focus on that was about me just felt, yeah, it was just great. I'd recommend, well, as you know, I recommend it to everybody. So
Awesome. And so, what would you say that your main results are? Like, what has the outcome been for you?
well, obviously there's been weight loss and a lot of it. Um, I've lost over, I think, like 15% of my body weight, which is huge. I've got back into clothes, so I feel like I have a new wardrobe again, which is amazing. But actually, for me, the biggest successes are um, is my health. So I haven't had to use lactulose, so my digestion's been great. I've had no bloat, no cramps. My cycle's really regular again without all the pain and the bits that go with it. So I don't have my PMS is virtually gone, which is it's just amazing. My partner's very thankful to you for that too, by the way. Um, and just generally, skin's better. I'm not breaking out in acne all the time. So for me, that part has been the biggest success. I know the weight loss is fantastic, and that's what everyone notices, but I felt the effects hormonally have been much greater than just losing weight.
Mhm. Great. And you were telling me earlier about sort of the mental shift that you've had as well. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Um, so it's become routine, and that in itself is amazing, which means actually what's great about this program is you're promoting a way of life rather than it being a snapshot in time and a diet. And I don't find myself reaching for, or like when I go out for dinner, going for that burger and chips or something really stodgy. I just naturally gravitate towards not healthy options, but good options. So, fish and steaks and lots of veg and greens. Surprisingly, I don't have any cravings either. So every now and then, obviously, a craving for some chocolate sneaks in. But the sugary things and those fixes, those are long gone, and it's just become normal. And I think what's even more surprising is my partner's been on this with me the whole way, and he's lost nearly 20 kilos. I mean, but he just he's noticed it himself, and he's not someone who likes, he thinks, healthy food, it's not very manly, but last week he had a bad week because I was away. He reverted back to old habits and came out of it over the weekend and just said, we just need to eat veg this weekend. I really noticed how much my body's changed in just a few days of not eating properly, and like the mental alertness it's gone all cloudy and fuzzy again. So so all of that, it's just, it's great to feel like it's a new way of life rather than it having been a diet.
Mm-hmm. Amazing. And that's really what my last question was going to be to you. Now that you're at the end of the program, how are you feeling? Are you feeling like this is kind of you now, you're just going to keep going, that this is sustainable? Do you feel like you're kind of good to go it alone?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I can't say I felt like I've been going alone for a few weeks, but I was brave enough to start experimenting with different food plans. I've customized a lot of our routine meals that we used to have quite regularly, and those have all been adapted and adjusted for the better. So yeah, absolutely. This is I'm not going back to where I was, Louise.
Awesome. That's what I like to hear.